Good afternoon, YouTube. It's your favorite wellness channel back again. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more fabulous content. So, today I would like to discuss metabolic disease, the enteric nervous system or gut brain axis, and some things you can do to help. Okay. So, metabolic disease, any of these diseases or disorders that disrupt normal metabolism, the process of converting food to energy on a cellular level. Okay. It's huge, the cellular level. All right. Thousands of enzymes participating in numerous interdependent metabolic pathways carry out this process. Metabolic diseases affect the ability of the cell to perform critical biomechanical reactions that involve the processing or transport of proteins, amino acids, carbohydrates, sugars, and starches, or lipids/fatty acids. Okay, so the metabolic diseases are huge. There's hundreds of different diseases that are treated as symptoms every day in their own right that fall under this metabolic disease category, or metabolic syndrome. You can look up metabolic syndrome. I talk about this a lot. All right. So here we go. The bowel and beyond, the enteric nervous system in neurological disorders. All right. So that's the gut brain, the access part, right? So the enteric nervous system, ENS, is the largest component of the autonomic nervous system and is uniquely equipped with intrinsic microcircuits that enable it to orchestrate gastrointestinal function interdependently of the CNS input. Isn't that amazing? I'm sorry, I get excited about these type of things. Because many neurotransmitters, signaling pathways, and anatomical properties are common to the ENS and CNS, pathophysiological processes that underlie CNS disease often have enteric manifestations. Wow. Neuronal connections and the immune system might provide conduits that allow diseases acquired in the gut to spread to the brain. Okay. There's even research that may suggest that certain mental disorders are actually gut disorders. Imagine that. Transmittable spongiform encephalopathies, autistic spectrum disorders, Parkinson's disease, Alzheimer's disease, amyotrophic lateral sclerosis, and visceral zoster virus (VZF) infection are examples of disorders with both gastrointestinal and neurological consequences. Wow. Encephalopathies got me. VZV reactivations from latency in enteric and other autonomic neurons that lack cutaneous projections are occult causes for zoster without rash that lead to gastrointestinal disease, meningitis, and strokes. Hmm. Research on the gut brain axis of disease is reasonably new. Concepts are changing rapidly, and further investigation is much needed. I mean, if this isn't big to you, I don't know what is. Okay. So what they're saying here is that many diseases actually are their causality is in the gut. Okay. So you fix your gut, you can fix your brain. How about that? It's amazing. And if you fix your brain, you fix your gut. So it just makes me breathe hard. Okay. So let's talk about foods that really help the gut. That really help the gut. All right. So there are many ways to help the gut. One of them I want to draw attention today is fermented foods. Okay. So this is One Health. All right. So here we go. And this is the National Library of Medicine for anybody out there that is a naysayer or thinks I'm a quack. I'm just some personal trainer that is being ridiculous. This is the National Library of Medicine. All right. All right. So here we go. That's the abstract. The microbiota exerts a marked influence on the host during homeostasis linked with metabolic diseases in humans, but demonstration of causality remains a challenge. All right. Humans as hosts have co-evolved with microorganisms over millions of years, and each body habitat has a unique set of microorganisms shaping its microbiota. These microbacteria live on the skin, in the corners of the eyes, in the oral cavity, under the fingernails, and most importantly, in the guts. Several perinatal determinants such as cesarean section delivery or prenatal, excuse me, cesarean section delivery, type of feeding, the use of antibiotics, gestational age or environment can affect the pattern of bacteria colonization, resulting in gut dysbiosis. The establishment and development of the gut microbiota over the life cycle moved from the previous accepted dogma that mammalian healthy placenta and fetus were germ free and considered to be sterile, and that these conditions were critical to the developing newborn's immune system. The actual knowledge that in utero humans are now known to harbor unique prenatal microbiomes. Okay. So it just goes on and on and on about this stuff. All right. Changes in present day society, such as diets with more sugar, salt, saturated fat, bad habits, and unhealthy lifestyles, contribute to the likelihood of involvement of the microbiota in inflammatory diseases, which contribute to global epidemics of obesity, depression, and mental health concerns. The microbiota is presently one of the hottest areas of scientific and medical research and exerts a marked influence on the host during homeostasis and disease. Fermented foods and beverages are generally defined as products made by microbial organisms and enzymatic conversions of major and minor food components. Wow. Okay, so I'll post all these links at the bottom of this video, but I just kind of wanted to introduce you guys to the enteric nervous system, the gut-brain axis, discuss the impact of fermented foods, and just draw your attention to what metabolic diseases are. You know, let's not just throw pills at the situation. Let's work on our health every day. All right. And if we're working on our health every day, we're also taking our protein in every day because it helps build our muscles. And one protein that I just love, I absolutely adore, and I take myself and I recommend to all my clients is fermented pea protein. Here it is. It's fermented. So it helps the gut. It is less likely to spike insulin. It has low sugar and it's plant-based. So you're not eating animal products all day. Am I a vegan? No. But am I a flex vegan? Yeah. Like we should eat animals in moderation. Anything in moderation. Too much of anything is no good. I truly believe that. I mean, too much of anything. Like if you're stressed and you need to relax, great, relax. But if you relax too hard, if you chill too hard, it's going to be bad for you. So you probably shouldn't do that, so everything in moderation. Protein is amazing. It tastes awesome. The Nutrisuma brand, I'll post a link below, but try the 2 pounds. They also have a 10 pound offering as well. I have about 50 pounds of this stuff I keep in the house just in case they run out of the chocolate flavor. It's my favorite, but it's amazing stuff. And it helps you offset the amount of meat. And if you say, okay, well, Monty, I don't want to take supplements. I just want to eat the real deal. Good luck getting in at least 1 gram per pound a day, to support muscle protein synthesis. It's going to be extraordinarily difficult. And the not only the financial aspect of meat is just crazy, but the fat content in meat. So on average, we're talking about the average here, not ground meat or anything like this. But on average, your basic 4-ounce cut of meat, which is about 27 grams of protein, comes along with about 8 grams of fat on average. All right. So if you add that up over the course of 4 or 5 meals, which your colon will be stuffed and there's, the bloating and all this stuff, it's a lot of fat. You're going to go through your fat. You're going to blow your fat for the day. So that's very difficult. So what I personally do is I offset at least half of my protein intake because I intake roughly a little bit over 200 grams a day right now. And I'm 218 pounds. My goal is 220. Okay. So about 4 months ago, I was 201 and now I am 218 on my way to 220. And I'll reassess there. All right. So follow me on that journey. But this is the protein I take, and it helps support muscle protein synthesis after long, hard workouts. You do need protein, and you need it numerous times a day. Okay, like every 2 hours, you need to be putting protein in your body. Now, if you can't do that because it's a lot, I understand. Sometimes I take up to 60 grams in one sitting just to make sure I hit that protein because I know I'm going to be gone. I can't get my protein. I don't have access to it. I'm on the road. I'm in the gym. I'm training people. excuse me, sir, ma'am, let me run to the bathroom real quick, so I can mix a shake, or just do it in front of them. Some clients are cool and they'll let me do that. But normally I take in a whopping 60 grams in the morning just to make sure that I check that box. Okay. And then the afternoon, I take in another 40 or 60 there. I have meat, and then I'll have a meat meal late afternoon, and then perhaps a secondary meat meal before bed, you know. But I make sure I hit my protein targets. I go in on it, and you should too. All right. So let's wrap this up. Don't get into these metabolic diseases. They're bad. If you do, it's not the end of the world. The power is in your hands to help yourself. All right. Look at these articles, check them out, get more familiar. If you have any questions, ask them below. I'll post all the links to this content. You have a fabulous day, and make sure you work on your health every day. It's very important. Just like you work on your financial health, making sure your bank account, has commas in it. And you work for an employer or for yourself. And if you work for yourself, the public is your employer. You work hard. So why not work hard on your health? I would say work harder on your health than anything else. Because if you don't have you, nobody has you, not even your family or yourself. All right.